At work, I watch the second hand on my watch sweep around the face. I'm a teller at the Big Burr credit union, and I can't think of a worse job to have when the last thing you want is to see every single person from town every single day. What no one understands is how suffocating their sympathy can be. I thought it would taper off after a few months, but people seem to need to prove they haven't forgotten. Sometimes I turn my phone off for a whole day just to get a break from the texts and voicemails. I hide behind the curtains when the doorbell rings, and when I step outside, another foil-wrapped dish is waiting on the steps. But at work, I can't hide. Every day it's the same. The how are you doings. Never just how are yous. The hand pats, the did you get my casseroles, the fear of eye contact, and the Lord never gives us more than we can handles. Even worse are the ones who paste on uncomfortable smiles and talk about the weather, or the Jayhawks, or celebrity gossip. It's a catch-22. If they say something about Dylan, I resent it. And if they don't say something, I resent it even more. I've started fantasizing about moving somewhere where no one knows me, where they'll look at me blankly and assume I'm just like everyone else. Around lunchtime, I get half my fantasy. I call up someone I've never seen before. A black man in slim jeans, a tailored pea coat, and a button-up shirt printed with small blue flowers. He smiles and asks how I am. "Oh, I'm fine," I say. "And you?" He hands me a deposit slip and a check, then threads his fingers together and places them on the countertop. "I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, ma'am." "Ma'am," I say, bringing my hand to my heart. How polite. "Can I see your ID for this?" He opens up a neon-pink nylon wallet and slides a Florida license across the counter. Jamal Lowe. I match his name to the name on the check. In the license photo, he smiles widely. His street address is listed as somewhere in Miami. "Florida," I say, handing the license back. "Just visiting?" "I live here now," he says, then shakes his head. "I'm still getting used to saying that." "Oh, really? What brings you to Big Burr? We don't get many new arrivals." He picks up the corded pen that's lying off its stand and puts it back in place. It leans and topples over. "That's broken." I wait for him to answer my question, then curiosity gets the better of me. "So, Kansas?" "Oh," he says. "Right." He picks up the pen again, then sets it down. "I came here for a job." "At the beef packing plant?" He shakes his head, and it occurs to me why he must be avoiding the question. "I don't mean to pry," I say. "If you're here with the task force, I'm not one of those people who's upset about it." "All right," he says, dubious. I try to recall exactly when the task force arrived. It was so close to when Dylan died, I don't think I'd have noticed if the sky turned red, but even still, it was impossible to miss. It was on the front page of the Herald and on everyone's lips when you'd run into them at the store. People assumed I wasn't outraged because of Dylan, but most residents have lived in Big Burr for generations. The Smiths, who own a big farm on the northern edge of town, claim their family was here when the state of Kansas was founded. They feel inextricably linked to the place, protective of it, convinced that if it changes, they'll lose a part of themselves. My family only arrived in Big Burr shortly after I was born, when my father got a job teaching algebra at the high school. He always said people were like equivalent equations. 5 + 3 = 2 + 6. The total amount is 8, but there are a bunch of ways to arrive at that figure. I don't think many of the kids I grew up with were taught the same thing. "Dare I ask how it's going?" I say. "With the task force." A grimace flashes across Jamal's face, but his features quickly settle back to neutral. He studies me, trying to determine if I'm friend or foe. "I'm sorry. That's probably a stupid question. I'm sure you're having a terrible go of it." He looks down at the countertop and clears his throat. "We're having a luau party tomorrow night," he says timidly, "to try to beat the winter blues." He reaches into his bag and pulls out a flyer with a cartoon smiling sun, a pineapple, and a lei. "You should come. Locals haven't really been showing up to our events, but maybe you can be the exception."